4, and on the side of Red Reserve, they're only going to get 2 rounds on their T side. Honestly, I thought it was a little bit of a dominating side for Red Reserve on their CT side, but it's going to be proven wrong when Prius absolutely does them one better and gets a nice comeback from behind, gets that next round. And that map actually was, in fact, the choice of, I believe it was the choice of Red Reserve, actually, which means that coming into the next map, Mirage, we're going to have to see something come out from Red Reserve, because they did not choose this map. They are not the comfortable team on this map. They may be good with the map, but Prius decided this was the map they wanted to choose, so it's going to be their home field turf, and we're going to have to see if they can make something of this as we switch over to this next map. And I think that, honestly, I think both teams played it well. There was some mistakes here and there, small stuff, but I think it was just a matter of fact that Prius just played their CT side so well. They played off of each other so well. They made sure they got the trade frags, and there was a lot of individual plays where they just made sure that they got things done. And we saw a lot of times where it may have been a 4v4, but then we would see plays like God of War when he played in that smoke over by Cat on B Slate. He got a nice 3K against them, and that really just turned the tide around. After that, we see Red Reserve get no more kills, and it makes it look so one-sided, and it allows them to keep so many guns, have such a strong economy for that CT side, where they really never were forced to save at all. They really didn't lose multiple rounds in a row on that CT side, and that really was a hindrance to Red Reserve because they constantly were getting reset, constantly having to save, and they really just didn't have much of an economy at all for their entire T side, and that's really what forced them to only have 2 rounds won. And if you think about it, they had 2 rounds won on their T side, and they were both separated by many CT round wins. So you have to think about that going into this next one, and hopefully they can try to figure out a way for maybe on their T side to try to break that CT economy, because you usually see more of a stronger T economy than anything. Usually you won't see the CTs you have with the strong economy, because it's a lot harder to maintain an economy on the CT side, since those M4s cost a lot more, the Molotovs cost more. You see them often go through their money much quicker than the T side, but that round they really just made sure they played it properly, they used their money efficiently, and they were able to easily get that round win. And maybe they had a little struggle on that first half, but they turned it around, and they did not let that stop them from absolutely dominating their CT side on overpass. And we're gonna head into this next map here. We're just gonna wait for these players to get in here, but it is interesting to see though, because I was expecting more from Red Reserve. We saw a lot of very well played teamwork on their first series against Chaos. They played together well, they did a lot of things right, and they kind of were just, I guess you could say, outplayed, out-aimed. It wasn't a lot of strategic stuff that ruined them, but it was mostly just them maybe forgetting to check corners, them getting out-aimed by a player here or there, and just not winning those one-on-one duels that allowed Prius to just kind of steamroll them on their CT side. And it turned out 4 rounds was more than enough for them. And like I said, them getting that last round maybe wasn't as important as I made it out to seem, because I kind of talked about how at the end of that first half, they needed to get that extra round to get to 4, and while they did, if they hadn't, they really looked like, even with only 3 rounds, they probably would have taken that one and brought it in for the W for the map 1, even without going into overtime. So you have to consider a lot of things, but you know, honestly, I'm actually kind of happily surprised by Prius. I wasn't expecting them to be as dominant as they are. You know, I didn't really get to see much of them because they didn't really actually play Epsilon. That was a forfeit when they got, so I wasn't really sure if they were a very strong team or not. But coming out of the gates, they've had a lot of individual players just come up and make plays when needed to. No one's really so far shown as a superstar to me. They've all just been across the board making good plays and keeping it together as a team and just playing well with each other. It's been a lot of that. And slowly we actually are having these players finally join up. We're going to see them kind of just get warmed up and ready for this this next series. And on Mirage, I think actually, I think that Prius could have a slight advantage here, because they were very good at playing those kind of long angles, making sure they had the advantages with those and playing with the ops and such. And I think that Mirage, you can do a lot of the same thing when you think about the positioning of the map. You have a lot of angles you can hold. You have mid. There's a lot of angles from mid you can hold on the CT side and T side. That you can hold with an op or anything like that. You can have an op play in CT. You can have an op hold by stairs. You can have an op playing connector. You can have an op hold into the apartments and look towards there. And there's a lot of ways you can take advantage of those long battles, and I think that will play to their advantages. And even with not even just the ops, with the rifles and generals, they were really able to play and get ahead and really work their way into a lot of these rounds and really keep the Team Red Reserve at bay on their T side. And I think that might even play into the T side as well for them, because I think they should have a stronger T side, because obviously Overpass is fairly CT sided. I think it's safe to say it's a little bit more CT sided than Mirage, which still is a CT sided map, don't get me wrong. But I think it's definitely you will probably see a much closer score line when it comes turns to the half times, or once we get to halftime, we should see something more like a 9-6 or an 8-7, unless one of these teams just absolutely goes off on their first side. We only see one player from Red Reserve in on the CT side. Most of the players on Prinas here, so hopefully everyone gets in here fairly soon, so we can get this one underway. There's Freddy B. Maybe just having a little discussion, maybe grabbing a drink, maybe throwing some tea on the tea on the stove, get some hot water, make some tea. I don't know, get some food. It's like it's 9 a.m. here, so I don't know what time it is in what is Sweden. Let's find out. What time is it in Sweden? What time is it in Sweden? It's 2:57 p.m. So I don't know, maybe lunch. What's the brunch version of between lunch and dinner? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It has nothing to do with Counter-Strike. We are seeing these players starting to trickle in here. That was interesting to watch though. The thing is, it was close, but it was very lopsided on each side. Each team had very lopsided halves. We saw Prinas really have a weaker T side, and we saw Red Reserve kind of stomp on them in the first half, but then Prinas came back and did the exact same thing and better on their CT side. So I'd like to see some close, more back-to-back gun rounds, some strong rounds that are close, because a lot of the rounds that both the teams won, they weren't really close rounds. There's a lot of rounds where each team had a lot of players remaining, so hopefully we can see something like that come from this game. A fairly solid competitive play. Looks like they're I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to figure out actually, I'm gonna, just don't mind me, just gonna pull up that Gyazo link. Kind of curious. Let's see. I will inform you guys of what this is. It is. It's, I assume, a screen capture. Yeah, guys, are screen captures. Oh, it's the. I'll actually show you this one. We're gonna pull this one up. Hold up. Let's see. Where can we? I think I have something to pull up. It's the kill that. Who was it? Who got this kill? God of Camp got this on Twist. It's just a jumping CZ shot through smoke, essentially. Let's see. We're gonna add a display. Yeah, sure. Oh, no, we don't want that. We're gonna remove that. We're gonna add game capture. Yeah. Create new. We're gonna specific window, and we're gonna select alarms and Discord. I want to find. You know what? We're just gonna do a display window. Screw it. Display window main. Okay. What is this? There we go. Okay. So we're gonna see, yeah. So it's literally just, so he just runs up here. This is last map. Just jumps over through and just headshots him. I have no idea how that killed him. He must have not have head armor or had head armor. Just straight through. Just I think he was fully blind too. But that's bold. That's bold right there. That was definitely an interesting play to say the least. Everyone's in here now though, so should be starting up fairly soon. We've got all 10 players in. Twist joining up just now, making it the 10th. Got some warm-up warriors over here on Prinas. But looks like people are readying up, and this one should be getting underway fairly soon. Getting ready to start the game. Here we go now. Here we go now. I'm not sure. Is there any? Oh, there we go. Everyone's ready. Knife round is starting, and we're gonna get right into this one. Again, I still don't know how to to commentate knife rounds. I really don't know. It's just kind of a bunch of randomness. They're just kind of throwing their bodies at each other. We'll see how this one goes. But I'm expecting nothing. I really expect nothing. But it looks like Red Reserve should get this one in. Yep, Red Reserve gonna get this round in. Hampus gonna do a little BM and murder his teammates off, but they're gonna stay. God of knives. They're Jesus Christ. They're gonna get into this one. Looks like we actually have some utility coming out from Kilday. He's gonna smoke top mid. It looks like he's got that nade as well. We have a Deagle from camp. I'm kind of curious as to what he's gonna go for. It looks like some type of pick out of a main. He's just gonna walk out and try to find him. He's gonna get a little damage over onto Freddy B. He's gonna walk out. They're just gonna go straight out A. They're having none of this. Twist's gonna get a kill on one of these players mid, but they're just gonna be running straight out. Twist getting another one. A nice kill here. Gotta move, players. We're seeing nothing. Ah, okay, sorry. I apologize for that one. But Larson will get 2, but that's all they're gonna get from that one. Red Reserve gonna clean up that round. Some nice kills from oh, and there he goes. Twist gonna be gone, but nice kills coming in from Brolin, and I believe that was Twist that got some kills as well. He's got a mic problem. He's gonna fix that, but shouldn't be too long before this one starts back up. Because it's just a simple mic problem, not like his PC is crashing or anything like that, so should be resuming fairly soon. I guess I'll just take this time while we're sitting here doing nothing. I try to cast most of the matches that HLTV has listed Connect GoTV IPs for. So if any of those games interest you, if you just like watching competitive Counter-Strike, I should be casting one later tonight. I believe there's a game going on between, there's 2 games, Big Frames versus Ethereal. We saw Ethereal earlier today playing against, we saw Ethereal earlier playing, I think they were playing, I can't remember exactly who they were playing against, but they were playing in the relegation. I think it was Geostorm they played against. So I'll be either watching that, or we have a game with Vault versus 46 and 2. So one of those 2 I'll be watching. Those are at 9 tonight. So if anyone's around, feel free to hop in for that. We're gonna get into this second round here. We're gonna see some Deagles bought up, a nice Force by 5 Deagles. Nice to see there. Only 2 of these players buying armor though. This nade should do some damage, not too much, but it'll do some. And seeing as none of these players have head armor, this SMG on Hampus will be very, very effective. He's going to be trying to get some of these headshots here, get some nice money, some cash, dollar, as the kids say. And he's going to get 1. It's going to be some nice money. He gets 2 kills. He's essentially made his money back. He's going to be more than happy getting 2 kills with that SMG. And he's just going to be looking to do that. He's actually going to get traded there. He's not going to get that kill there, but Brolin will get a kill. And we're going to see these players moving up towards middle. Looks like they might go for a boost here, but do they know the players in the ladder waiting? They do not. He's going to get caught out, and this player's going to run immediately back up towards the top of mid, looking towards Cat, but he will escape. He's going to come back for a little peekaroo, but that player is gone. They're headed towards A. They're on their pilgrimage over to the Alpha site, and it looks like that is where they will be resting in their sacred burial grounds, because it doesn't look like they'll get this bomb down. We have Freddy B just sitting here waiting. He's got this ump, he's clearing the angles, and he's going to get this first and second, and that was a nice round from him. Able to get those 2 kills there, get some nice money with that ump, and the problem here now is he's got this ump. Probably going to see an SMG come out of Hampus again. He'll drop him 1. He picks up an M4 actually, alright. So Hampus with this SMG, I assume, is going to still be going towards a B, and he's just hoping for some type of B rush, because he's going to want to do as much damage as he can. Oh, he's going to play towards mid, actually. This is very good. There's a lot of these players here with all Glocks. He's going to be able to get some serious money here if he plays this right. He'll get 1 and 2 and 3. There we go. Pull out the pistol, get the 4th. Twist's going to help him out there, clean up that last one, and he's going to get a lot of money from that. That's a lot of money there. 3 kills with the ump right there. That's $1,800, more than what was spent on it, and then he gets that pistol kill to keep himself alive, and he's going to upgrade immediately to that op. He's going to, looks like he's going to go towards mid with this, maybe? Nope. We're going to see Twist play mid still, but he's going to go for this play, I believe, in, yep, up in apps. He's going to hold this op. Twist throwing that nice NA nade. That looked like it could have been intentional. I really don't know. It probably wasn't, though, because I have never seen that nade, and I feel like it'd be a lot simpler to just aim at the bottom of mid. But then again, what do I know? Smalley's gonna clear out window. Actually, it won't. That won't reach, but it doesn't really matter because Disco Doppelin is not in the window. He is up in ladder room, and he's gonna be more than fine. Just a little cozy, getting a little warmth from that fire. Maybe roast a marshmallow, but that's about it. We're gonna see the players bring the bomb back over towards A. We're gonna have a player waiting in connector. Looks like they're gonna try to split over onto the A site. This player is going to come up towards connector. He's going to catch Brolin out. He's going to pretty much have sight. This player in CT is all that remains, and he even gets Disco Doppelin trying to come over and catch him out, but that's not going to work out, and this CT player is going to try to play fairly passive here because he can't really do much. Twist finally going to get that jungle player, but he's going to immediately get traded again, so we're going to have to see something big come out of Freddy here, especially because he's now the last one remaining. Hampus not going to do anything for him. He's immediately going to get taken. He will get the kill, but with all those players shooting at him, he's going to get taken down through the wall. That's going to end that one as quick as it started. And we're going to see Red Reserve lose the first gun round. And the thing is, they still have more than enough money to buy up. So even though that does occur, they will have a nice full buy here coming in this next round. The one thing I will say, though, is that Prienus was able to do that without losing too many players, which means they're going to have a solid amount of money left. And if they can get this round here with another couple, 3 or 4 people alive, they can get their economy going. And as I say that, they're just rushing out on A. They're going to get those 2 early trades, and they're going to be able to get control of this site here. They're going to have to worry about CT, obviously. Hopefully someone will throw a smoke over there. But we're going to see Disco Doppelin kind of peeking around, just staying a little safe. He doesn't want to peek this shit because he doesn't know how many people could be watching this. We're going to see the smoke come in for jungle, and just before it, we're going to see Kilday is going to get that kill over there on Twist, which is very big because now it's a 4v2. This is a lot harder to retake than if you have 4v3. Disco Doppelin, however, going to get a little trade back, going to get that player up by Palace before he can retreat. And we might see them go for this here. If Disco Doppelin can get this kill, which he won't, unfortunately, it could have been possible, but Hampus, even though his team is down, he will not give up. He will die trying as hard as he can. He was giving it his darndest. And now we're going to see Prienus is going to have a very solid amount of money here. They're going to be able to buy up this MAC-10 and God of Camp, and he's going to use this to try to just rush out, I assume. He's going to run out towards either underpass or B, and he's going to try to get some damage here. Yes. No. Sorry for that interruption. I do have a family, and I have to talk to them sometimes. But Hampus is going to get that first kill over there. He's going to get that nice trade kill. Not the first kill, but the trade kill. He's going to try to get this mid kill, and Kilday's going to get 2 of them, but without that hit armor, he's going to get, or I don't know if he had hit armor, but he's definitely going to get headshot there by Twist. Twist able to get that kill. Freddy B going to grab that M4, and Twist going to go down. So it's going to be a 1v3. Freddy B is going to do his darndest attempt at a save here. Going to try his very best that there ever was, and he's going to try to keep this M4 here. This is actually very important that he does this. If he can hold this M4, he has the lowest money on the team, so he'll be able to get a couple more nades, and he'll be able to fully have his nades without. If he dies here and loses his M4, he won't be able to get armor, M4, and nades. But if he keeps this, he'll be able to have a full nade set and full armor, which is very important. He actually might be able to catch this player running into A main. He's just gonna get the timing, so he won't see him, but he will be able to keep this M4. And all three of those players will also stay alive, but it's now tied again 3-3. That lead Red Reserve had has been diminished, but this is going to be the round that really determines the next few. Because if Prius win this one, there's really going to be no money on Red Reserve whatsoever to buy up again. However, if Prius loses this one, they should still have the money to buy again, but they will lose the lead. And they won't have a loss money, so it's not like they'll have a ton of money. They do have a lot of money on Meldola, so they should be able to have a comfortable buy, but it's not like it's going to last forever if they lose a couple in a row. Early on, we're seeing Prius take this mid control, and they're really just forcing everyone out. They should know by now that Doppelin likes to play in that ladder room area, which means that once they get up here, they should try to clear it out eventually. And we might see Disco Doppelin get into a little fight here. This player going up towards Cat. Let's watch him. Larson we have with the op. He's going to be looking around for this player, but looks like Disco Doppelin. That's going on. Larson getting caught from Freddy B in the window actually now. So we're going to see Freddy B back off here. He's going to pull back. God of Camp's going to get that kill in towards Connector. And now what we see is pretty much an open A site. We have the two players in CT, but one smoke really just gives them this site here. They can plant this bomb for mid fairly easily and not have to worry too much, but with this player coming up towards market, they do have to deal with one extra player. It looks like he's just watching for this jungle play. He doesn't want to leave B, but he also wants to make sure that he can defend for this flank. And this player is in CT just kind of holding a little passive. The bomb's going to go down because they know that they have control of the jungle area. And they're going to be able to try to hold this in a 3v4 post-plant situation. Freddy B already going to get one kill though, easily making this a 4v2 without really any retaliation, just catching him off guard there. And now Freddy B is already on site. Even Twist's going to get that kill there, and it's only going to be one player left in jungle. And he's going to get one, but that's all he's going to get. And now it's going to be another round for Red Reserve. Interesting. Oh, he's just grabbing that second op there. No, they're just grabbing AKs apparently. I don't know. But he will get this defuse here. We'll be able to grab that second op. And looks like it's going to be another gun round coming out here because, again, with all that money on Meldola, he's easily able to drop his teammates. And they're going to easily have a nice solid buy here going into this round. But we will see as well the double op setup coming up from Red Reserve, which you'd like to see. Maybe they're going to do something interesting with this. We're going to see Hampus with the one up towards apps like he's been doing. And Twist is also going to have his op, but over towards A site and CT. And we're just going to have Freddy sitting in connector. Twist going over on A, being able to peek into connector, get that first kill on Larson. That takes care of their op. He wins that op on op battle. And he's even going to throw some utility, try to do some damage, and discombobulate people mid. Kilday trying to spray down Hampus, trying to catch him off guard with that up, but he's going to be able to escape, throw the smoke down, and he's even going to catch him trying to push him. That was a very heads-up play. They're expecting maybe a push from him. He catches that player out and is easily able to dispatch of him. And now they're going to kind of congregate the last few players. It's going to be a 3v5 now because they weren't able to get any trades there. And it looks like they're going to head towards this B site. But there are two players on here. They don't have that player up towards mid. So even though they get this player in connector, they will have to kill both Disco Doppelin and Hampus. Hampus is going to head back towards market, look for this player trying to come on the flank. And Disco Doppelin is going to have to get at least one of these players here pushing towards Van in apps. If he doesn't get one of them, it's going to be a very sticky situation for Hampus, who is now actually back on site helping him. So this flank coming in from market is going to come into effect, but Hampus able to sniff it out. He's going to get killed though, and he's going to looks like, will he get one kill? He won't. We're going to see double kill from Flapper, which is going to be very, very important because now he gets those 2 kills and he's able to get onto the site and get the bomb up. But Twist immediately comes out and retaliates. That's going to be immediately traded. So now we're going to see Meldola in a 1v2. He's got to deal with Roland and Twist, but Twist able to sniff him out, gets that kill, looking through that little crack in the window, and he's going to get this defuse fairly easily. More than enough time. and we're gonna see this one go to 5-3. Venus now, they get the bomb down though, and they're on this loss. They're on a fairly decent loss bonus, which means they will have enough money if they decide to force by here. It will be some weak utility on the side of camp and kill day, but they can go for it. And it looks like they're gonna go for a buy, but more of a half buy. They're not really going for a full-fledged buy. They're gonna see an AK on Flapper, who had a solid amount of extra money, and Larson's gonna only do the CZ armor because he's gonna want to pick up an AWP next round. But aside from that, we're just gonna see some CZs, some utility. Looks like they're gonna do some type of A execute, try to get a player, maybe catch them out, pick up one of their rifles, and we'll be seeing this coming out pretty shortly. They're flashing over, already throwing their smokes. We're going to see even Twist walk through this. He's having none of this smoke. He's not looking at a wall. He's looking at a smoke grenade. He's going to channel his Stewie 2K and walk right through that. Freddy B, with these counter utility, is able to hold off the onslaught of people running out of a main. He gets that kill, the triple kill in fact, on those players, but is traded. So there's the one player default. Flapper with a nice flick onto Twist there, but Brolin's gonna keep it just as a trade, and this last player, Larson, not much he can do there, will go down, and they will in fact keep this double op set up as well, which means that they won't have to spend money on another op, which is very important, because it's going to help them maintain that economy. They have a solid few $1,000s on each of their players, some of them a little lower than others, but they will have enough for another buy if they lose one of these rounds here. Can't say the same for Prenus, as they are very low on money. However, with their loss bonus, if they get the bomb down, they might be tempted to go for a force buy with maybe a little bit of a weaker buy than they'd like. Larson just kind of holding for this mid push, gonna eat a grenade, taking us literally the max amount of damage. Our player's pushing up towards mid, but he's gonna get picked off by the Disco Doppelin and Ladder, who's been playing that very well, using it to hold some control of mid and being able to get out of there when he needs to. But that pick in mid is going to allow these players to pull off and stay back and just maintain their man advantage, as well as this damage on Larson that is also very important. To be fair, it is important that they do damage to these players. Oh, Disco Doppelin missing the smoke up a little bit there, but it is important they do damage to these players, but with the op it's a little less an issue because you don't really need to have too much HP because you want to hit that first shot. But Hampus gonna get traded out. We're gonna see just Killday run straight out and get one. He's gonna get traded, but it looks like Flapper's gonna try to get this trade as well. A poor smoke thrown there, but he will get that kill, and he's gonna look towards jungle. The bomb will go down. It's a 3v3, and their player that was lurking over towards Zaps is gonna be running back as quick as he can. The bomb is in a good spot here. The players are coming up towards mid. It looks like there's going to be some stairs connector retake for both of these players on red reserve, and it looks like they might be out of this one. It's going to be very difficult for them to get into this, especially considering their utility is lacking. They're just going to take it at face value. They're going to save these guns here. They know that they can get another purchase in here if they save these two rifles, so that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to slowly walk away, try to make as little noise as possible. Twist even going to hold for the push in case any of these players decide to go hunting, but highly unlikely, as Prenus is also very, well not also, but they are very low on the money situation, and we will see that extra, the second op saved as well, so that's going to be big. That double op might not be expected, especially when they're saving here. So Prenus, yeah, they couldn't really lose many players after that round just because of the fact that they were so low in terms of money, so they're going to want to keep as much as they can. We're going to see a Mac 10 come out from camp, God of Camp, and he's probably expecting them to be pretty poor and not lacking head armor, but in fact 3 of them will have head armor, so he might not be expecting this and he might get caught off guard. He's going to do some damage, but he's going to run into both these players with guns. He's going to dink one of them, but that's not going to be enough, especially with that Mac 10, and he's going to go down, but it will be traded, and they do get mid control. They're holding this area, and it's going to be down to Hampus to hold B, and we're going to have, it would appear we have Brolin just kind of lurking in the market area, kind of just waiting to see if anything happens, and the rest of his teammates over at A, splitting up the duties, watching by connector and a main. And it looks like Mildola wants to do something here. He looks like he's trying to find someone on A, maybe make an opening for his team, but they're going to slowly head towards the other side of the map. They're going to head towards B, and they're going to try to make something happen over there. And we actually see this player over here in ladder room already. He's going to be able to make something happen, maybe, but Brolin's gonna find him unexpectedly, just not looking the right way. Brolin walks all the way up cat and finds that player, and we're gonna see Meldol finally makes a move on A. He walks through, he comes in jungle, but he's gonna get spotted by Twist, who has already rotated over the B site, and now all they can do is go underpass, and this is gonna be spotted out by Brolin. He's gonna get one, he has 4 bullets left. Can he find that player with him? He won't, but he can get that reload, and then Freddy B will back him up, get that kill from Connector, and this one will end fairly quickly once the 2 players were spotted. And now, when you look at the money over there, you have some players with around 4K, but 2 players who really have no money at all. And it looks like they're going to force up. They're going to say, we can get 3 AKs, we can get some pistols and utility, and we're going to use that and try to get around here, try to destroy the money for the other team, because they did get a few kills. So we're looking over on the Red Reserve side. They have a triple op setup actually, which is definitely a bold move to say the least, but this actually might work out in their favor. With these pistols, you're going to want to play close range anyway, so if you can close the gap from these ops, it will be fairly effective. But they're not going to really get to do that just yet. They're going to get 2 kills, they're going to get killed, and they're going to get 1 trade, but immediately that's traded as well. So that's a 3-for-1 trade, not the most effective trading if you know anything about mathematics, or a simple addition, or anything about wanting to win a game. Disco Doplin gonna Molotov out that player in Connector, and it's gonna be down to Flapper 1v4 against the onslaught of Hampus, and he will find 1. He'll find 2 actually, and some nice shots there from him. But Hampus, having none of it, he says, "You're not clutching anything. I will get you," and they're gonna save at least 2 of those ops. They will not have that triple op setup, but they will keep 2 of them. Really, now you can't do anything other than save for Prenus. They're going to have to full save here. They'll have 1 flashbang, 5 Glocks. Looks like they're going to do something over towards B, probably flash over and just pretty much just run straight out. And this might work out for them because the only player here is Hampus. He has this op here, and that's all he has. So if they can catch him out here, if they flash him, kill him with him only getting 1 of them, they can make something happen. But he's going to get that kill and immediately run away. He's expecting something like this. He'll get another one. He's going to pull out these dualies knowing they don't have armor, and he's going to go to town with those dualies. He's actually going to get killed. Let's go Doplin and Brolin, going to clean up. And as much as I'd like to see those dualies get a nice triple kill or something like that, he'll go down. They'll save the op, and other than that 1 single death, they will hold on to most of their guns, and they will hold on to that second op as well, which is, again, a big thing for their money. Won't have to spend money buying another one. And we're going to see this op buy come up from Larson, but he will... Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I yawned, gosh darn it. We see his op buy come up from Larson, who doesn't have any armor whatsoever, though. She's glass cannon. He's going to be looking for a pick towards A main. He's not going to find a Twist, playing very aggressive, peeking into A main. He's going to catch him out there. Larson wasn't ready for an aggressive peek like that from Twist, and Twist is going to be able to get that kill and back off, and there's going to be no trade coming from Prenus here. And we're actually going to see some of these players have gotten some mid control though, so they're going to be trying to find something over here. We're going to see Flapper looking to maybe come up with the bomb through him in. This peek from Brolin. He's going to catch his player trying to jump up on the box for some reason. I don't know what he was doing there, but Killday is going to get that kill in ladder room. Brolin's going to be looking for this. He knows one's here. They don't know where the other 2 are, so the bomb is going to head back towards B. He's going to feel like A is maybe not the way to go. It feels like there's a little too much presence over there. And they're going to head over towards B, and it looks like this player might either work his way up Connector to try to catch a rotate, or he might try to make his way up Cat at some point. But this player's going to work his way out apps. Campus is going to miss, but somehow he is not going to get killed. He's going to get that kill with that P250, and this player in apps with the bomb is going to be kind of in a pickle here. He's going to get picked out here, and now all we have left is Killday, and they might expect this flank here, because even though they have a player in A, they just... He's going to turn around, catch him out with a nice flick, and that kill will seal the round for Red Reserve there. Another solid round from them. Prenus has no choice other than to buy up here. They really can't do much other than that because it is the last round of the half. No point in saving because you'd literally be saving your money for nothing. They're going to buy up some Deagles. There's going to be a single AK with no armor. Interesting play. And we're going to see a MAC-10. Coming from Meldola. Why the AK no armor? Give that to someone with armor. Drop a deep for you. I don't understand that play at all. I don't know. Maybe it's the new meta. I don't know. We're going to see these smokes come out. A Molotov is being lined up as well. They're going to wait for these to pop. Molly out. I assume that's for bench. Oh, that's for sandwich, actually. He's going to get this player out of position, but he'll at least get one before he's traded by that Molotov. And Freddy B's going to come on the corner, get one. If not two, nope. Killday is going to be able to get that trade. This offer is in a sticky situation, but he'll get one. Maybe he's going to get two, but nope. He's going to get traded. It's going to be back and forth kills as they come onto the site. The nade's going to come out here, do some serious damage, and he's going to actually just headshot him straight through the wall. He doesn't give a flying hoot. And this last player in CT is going to be spotted by Disco Doppelin. He's going to have to make something happen. He's going to have to get this 1v2, but it's going to be very difficult. That nade, beautiful Kobe, as the kids say. It was yeeted and landed like a Kobe. Yeet equals strength. Kobe equals accuracy. He yeeted it into a perfect Kobe, and he will get that kill. 11-4 half. Same half we saw on Overpass, in fact. But on Overpass, we saw Prenus come back and absolutely play just as dominant, if not more dominant, than we saw Red Reserve on their CT side. So we definitely can't count them out just yet, and we're going to look for them to hopefully try to get this pistol round, because that's going to be vital. They did get that pistol last time, and they were able to use that to string together a series of rounds that gave them that advantage in Overpass and allowed them to come back. So we'll see what happens here. We're going to obviously have the one kit with a smoke grenade and the rest with some armor. We're going to see one flashbang and a P250 on Hampus. He might have something planned for that. Might just pop flash over, and they're just going to run right out on A. That's just going to be it. Twist's going to get that first kill, and they're going to pretty much run on site, but that one trade, and then they only get one trade, that's it. Then they're going to immediately get taken out. It's going to be a 3-for-1. Like we said before, if as long as you know your math, that is not a good trade. The bomb will go down. It's going to be 2v4. No point in saving the pistol, so they will go for this, and they will get 2 kills, immediately bring it back to a 2v2, but it's, again, going to go down to a 1v2, so it's going to be down to Flapper to get this last 2 kills, and where it's planted, it's going to be very difficult. He does have a kit from one of his teammates that he needs to find, but other than that, he's got to find these players. Twist running all the way around through A main, so it's going to be hard for him to suspect this. He's running around towards jungle. He's going to pick up that kit. He's going to find this player, but he's got very little time left, so he's going to have to run on site. He's got a smoke, though. He might just try to smoke it and defuse, but there's no time. He won't get it. He's throwing the smoke in the wrong spot. He's just not knowing what he's doing. He just panicked a little bit there. I don't even know if he had the time at that point, and he's going to lose that round. Pistol goes to Red Reserve, and they are looking fairly strong in this one here. They are not ready to give this one up like they gave up the last one. And like I said, this is not as dominant as a CT-sided map, so 11-4 is going to be more difficult to come back on this map for Prenus than it is on Overpass. Larson just going to be spraying through smokes, trying to get that headshot like he did on Overpass and Monster through that smoke, but doesn't look like he's going to get it this time. These players are going to make their way up, do some damage, and pretty much just a lot of players on Prenus just taking damage, no one really getting any trade damage, just a lot of spraying through smoke for damage on the side of Red Reserve, and who can blame them? They don't know they've done a lot of damage, but they certainly have. God of War is going to back off here. Freddy B going low though, and Palace, he's going to take a lot of damage, but they're going to come out A. Killday's going to get 1. Can he get the second? 2 are going to go in the other way. 3 even. 4 even. Disco Doppelin with 3. Twist with 1. And now it will be down to Meldola, who will get the 1 kill on Hampus, but it probably... I don't know. He has a chance in those. He's picked up the AK. There's 2 players who are very low. If he can catch this player out who has an HP, he has a chance, but Twist will not let it happen. Will get that kill and will make sure he maintains that round for his team. It's going to be 13-4, slowly fading into the reality that Prenus probably will not come back from this one, and it looks like we will be headed for another map, but Prenus gonna go for the save here, gonna put their hopes in the fact that they can do it on the gun round, make something happen when they have a full buy. God of War gonna push up towards A main and get that first kill though. They're not necessarily out of this round either. You can't just count them out. They've picked up this SMG, and Brolin only has a USP, so it's not like they have a full set of rifles left over. They have an a USP, and 2 AKs. The AKs are going to be the most important part here. There's one player jumping on the balcony, going to get killed by Larson, and if this other player on top can make something happen, he won't. But there we see Flap getting another one. Larson's going to trade the other one, and just like that, all these players players are dead, they're going to have free reign to all these guns because that last player in mid was lurking, looking for a rotate, and he's not going to find anything other than despair. He's going to have to try to run onto this site and get all 4 of these players and a bomb or a bomb plant, and it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. He's stuck over NA looking for players, but little does he know, they all have already rotated over onto the B site and are even looking for him to rotate from the A site, so it's almost impossible for him to do. Not impossible, he has a minute. There are a lot of players on this other side, and by a lot, I mean all of them that have no armor. And I think he's just been spotted out there. He's going to back off, make sure he plays with his teammates, and they're going to push even deeper into apps, knowing that he's over by CT. They don't want to be peeking anything. They're going to leave 1 player in ladder room to look for the cat push, and then the rest are gonna 2 are gonna play on site. And this guy's he's gonna even run all the way around to A, thinking he might save. He's gonna try to come all the way behind him to make sure he can't, even if he tries to. And it looks like he's gonna be caught out fairly shortly. These players are gonna try to just triangulate where he is. He's slowly just moving down. He'll get caught out finally by Kill Day, and that was a very good run by Prinas. They had almost nothing that they just turned into a round win there, and you don't usually see that happen. It's very rare. Usually you'd see Red Reserve play slow and eventually be able to overwhelm them, but they had that stack over on B, and Red Reserve really just walked right into it and couldn't really do anything to counter it, and they end up paying the price for it. Now we're going to see a mid play come out from Red Reserve. One of these players is going to play a little aggressive towards the smoke. He's actually is going to, I didn't think he was going to find something, but Larson's going to get caught out there, peeking him from window, and he's going to get that kill. Smoke there, not very good. I don't know if that was from his teammate or not, but he'll get that kill over it. And that'll allow them to have a nice advantage going into the rest of this round. They may have lost this round, but if they can win this, the last one, if they can win this one, that's a nice reset. It's already 2v5. It's looking like that's going to be the case. And they're just kind of waiting by bottom mid. They're just trying to figure out, do something. Meldola's going to get one, but he's going to back off, realizing what could be coming. And actually, this play up mid is going to be huge. He's going to get the bomb as well, so he could get this other player. He won't actually get that second player, but he allows a lot of info for his teammate. He's going to get the bomb now. He's going to jump into window, and there's not really much anything can do. Campus is waiting for him now. Going to come in through there. Meldola just not expecting the player to be walking through market. And honestly, he had a chance there, but is just too much to handle. He couldn't find that player coming towards market and really just didn't expect it. Well, thank you. I did not know that cats had 32 muscles in each ear. But if you want to throw fun facts in here, I would be ecstatic because fun facts are awesome. That is something I'm going to repeat to a lot of people, that cats have 32 muscles in each ear. So don't you think that that fun fact is going without love and care. But we're going to see this timeout come out from Red Reserve. They're going to want to make sure they do something. Let's see, actually, what's happening here. Did we? Where's the chat? Panic shit thing. Okay, no. Wait. Teams. Did you say something about TeamSpeak? Yeah, TeamSpeak deaded. Okay, so their TeamSpeak's just damaged. So this is a technical pause. We're going to be waiting on this one to be resolved as they try to fix their TeamSpeak. But it looks like their timeout's gonna run out unless they call another one. They probably have solved the issue. Looks like they have. They're gonna buy up here. But yeah, that timeout's also pretty useful because that's gonna allow them to make sure they can think about what they're gonna do and play this next round right. We will see the double up setup coming out from Prinas. Oh, gracious, these yawns, I'm so sorry. His double up setup is the first time they've done it on their CT side. It's the first time they've been able to. Larson with only a deagle though is going to be underpass already. Just holding this angle. And we might see a fight here. He's going to peek on the corner. He will find that kill on Brolin. Freddie B with 2 of his own. Hampus getting another one as well. And we're going to see Falapel up and Ladder get 1, but immediately traded. Will not clutch that one before. It is going to be 15-5. And looking more than likely to go into a third map. I forgot to change the score as well. I am a dingus. Prinas is at 1. There we go, not 10. Where's the right? Here we go. Move this over. Okay. So going into this last round, we're going to see 1 kill for Prinas, but 2 kills immediately traded on the other side of things. And actually, Freddy B is going to kill his teammate Twist. That is going to be a 1G moment. Not nearly as embarrassing, but definitely a moment. And that's going to be a pretty clean sweep to finish off that round. We're going to go into a 1-1 scenario. We're going to head to the last map now after both teams won the